got herpes. Facts. You know how many people in the world got herpes? Facts. You can't die from it? Facts. Find somebody with it? Facts. Use a rubber? Facts. Kiss my ass? Facts. Bitch. I don't know why you trying to make somebody feel bad because they got a disease. It ain't their fault that they got a motherfucking disease. You think having a disease is funny? Huh? You think that's cute? You think that's funny? Okay, so what the fuck if somebody got a disease? They say Usher got a fucking disease. What that do? He still can sing. He's still beautiful. He still got hoes, bitch. You might need to go catch it, bitch. And if somebody do got a real illness that's very bad, it ain't your motherfucking business. You can't fix them. You can't motherfucking heal them. So don't worry about it. I was trying to down so fucking mad, bitch. Girl, shut up. You shut the fuck up. Let's say about this. Let me tell you something, bitch. Quit asking me about me and my motherfucking children. I don't care what Kentrell say, because I'm going to love my baby motherfucking regardless. Kentrell can say anything he want to say about me, because I'm going to love my motherfucking children. A lot of children don't like the way their mama do shit, but if you don't like the way I do shit, that don't mean I'm a bad mama. Get your stupid ass on my motherfucking line. And yes, he do say I cuss him out every day. And I'm going to cuss his ass out every day if he do something that he ain't got no business. Fuck, I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how many cars you got. You a motherfucking child and you my child, so I can say what the fuck I want to my children. I love my children regardless. So don't come on here and ask me nothing about nothing. Stupid ass hoe, bitch. If you do something that's not right, I'm gonna cuss you out. I don't give a fuck who you is. Nah, I love my motherfucking children. Quit playing with me.
Say 10. What the fuck? That's what I really want to see. I'm trying to see what it's about. These niggas hoes, Mikey. Mikey, these niggas be on my dick so bad. These niggas watch me from a jail cell, man. These niggas watch me from a jail cell and be on my dick so bad, nigga. Niggas bitches. Niggas be writing academics about me, man. Telling academics to post shit about me. Niggas hoes. I ain't never paid attention to a nigga. Especially from no motherfucking cell, nigga. The fucking nigga watching me from. Then what a nigga say? A nigga say I cooperated. About what, you stupid bitch? Huh? About my wife? Huh? About my wife say, I gotta get up. Get up. Come here. You talking about this girl right here? My wife? You talking about my wife? Inside my house that I paid for? And her bitch ass daddy, nigga? Huh? And now bitch ass daddy? I ain't never accepted not one thing from her in my life. Why? Cause y'all be playing with me, bitch. Like I need a girl for something. Nah, I give her anything she ever asked me for. I ain't never asked her for nothing. She bought me 2 pairs of shoes. I don't think I ever wore a pair of them bitches, but with them black Chanel shoes, huh? Tell me why this bitch ass nigga spoke on me from jail. Why the fuck you even watching me? You supposed to be a gangster though, but you watching me from jail. Man, you is a bitch. This nigga gonna say I cooperated with the police. Man, you stupid bitch. Hey, do luck y'all won't speak on that. Boy, you better stay in your place. These niggas hoes, man. These niggas hoes. Who you referring to? You referring to my wife? I'm talking about who in my bed right now? You bitch ass nigga. Man, tell your little partner them get at me, man. With your hoe ass nigga. You must be sucking dick back there, man. Double back. You gonna try to double back. Your mama, you gonna try to your mama. You a pimp. Hey, you a bum. You go dig all 3 of your brothers up with your scary. You a stop running from me. I ain't no competition with you. Stop writing me. You a hoe. You wanna be like me. You writing me all day.
What's happening with you, everybody? This your boy checking in once again, and today we are going to discuss the feminine movement that's been pressed upon the black youth in America. More specifically, was supposed to be a gangster. Now, one thing in black culture that's always going to remain consistent, I believe, is that of admiring the gangster, because this is what's going to be pushed into the face of majority of our youth that happen to be in poverty, or even if you are in a good situation, suburbs, whatever may have you, due to the fact of the music, the movie, just the popular culture, the entertainment in general. We are always going to look up to the musicians, the ones who are constantly pushed in our faces. When I was coming up, you had folks like the Hot Boys, you know what I'm saying? You had Master P and them, you had Death Row, things like this. So these are the images that you are constantly going to see. And then later on, of course, Gucci Man came, and things like this. Even Lil Jon, Eastside Boys, Yin Yang Twins, all these type of artists. The list goes on and on. Pastor Troy, as far as with the musical genre that was being pushed in our faces. But one thing was consistent is everyone had a rugged image about themselves. And at least it was a manly or a masculine image being pushed upon the youth, even though that's negative as well, because it forces a lot of the youth to go in the direction of violence, of being erratic, with moving without thinking, so to speak. Now, one thing that I would like to discuss on today is, of course, we have the obvious, of course, NBA Youngboy, and let me start off by saying, I love bro music. I think he do his thing. He's certainly a talented artist, but it's clear to see that he's mama raised, and that he gets a lot of his thinking, a lot of his mannerisms, a lot of his actions from his mother. And so, of course, with this being evident in how he speaks, especially when he's quote unquote going off, this is what we know him for, and everybody loves it. If I think out of everybody, the youth, and this may be changing because he's getting a little older now, but for the past few years, all the young men that wanted to be Youngboy, when you think about what epitomizes as far as like a cool gangster to the youth, it's kind of been NBA Youngboy. And so, I see countless little boys that try to dress like him, look like him, as far as with how they doing their hair, their mannerisms, how they speaking, and this, that, and the third. But it's crazy because they don't even realize that this is feminine, that the way he is speaking, the way that he's blanking, it come from his mama. And that's why I played the clip at the beginning, so you could clearly see where his mother, who's older than him, she speaks the same way. And so when he get to going off, he almost got the same cadence, as far as how he talking, how he conducting himself, and then it goes on even now into the point where he's now wearing fingernail polish, this, that, and the third. He's wearing makeup, all type of little goofy ass shit, but as far as with the fingernail polish, in our culture, that's always been a no-no, man. Maybe XXX may have did that, he more so on the rock side, but, more infamously, Thugger did it, but, and I can't be biased, because when Thug did it and everybody was calling Thug gay, I really ain't get that vibe from Thug. I always kind of knew he wasn't like that, but that still doesn't diminish the fact that it was still feminine, even with the dress wearing, he was a big proponent of actually pushing that on the youth, actually making that cool, that androgynous look, making that cool to the youth. And so it looks like NBA Youngboy is simply picking up and carrying the torch. Now this ain't to say that he's a bitch or that he going for nothing, because across the board, it's like, a lot of folks would consider him to be real, that he's not gonna stand down on nothing. He's on his 10, and he's more intelligent than what he lets on to be. And that's one thing, but my biggest concern is the youth, that the message is actually reaching. The youth, they're not, they may not have the same level of intelligence that he has. Most of them are never going to ever reach the stardom or the level of popularity or notoriety that NBA Youngboy has received. But by them accepting and embracing the message that he's giving out, it could cause a lifelong list of issues throughout the community. A lot of men are going to expire early, because they are reenacting or almost mimicking the movements of what they feel that their favorite rapper would do. In situations they're going to want to go off, they're going to want to put a phone in their face, and blank on the next man, or just call themselves going off, cussing somebody slap out the same way that their mama would. All these are feminine movements, their feminine actions. You know, a man is to mentally respond to situations, you know, but all throughout really history in general, or recent history rather, since the black male is predominantly mother raised, you tend to see a lot of these actions and they really tend to be glorified, you know. And so you know, because really there's no fathers in the homes. And so, you know, that's the biggest thing. We just want to get back to, you know, really pushing manhood on individuals. And, you know, at this point, or at the rate that it's going at, I'm not sure if we'll ever truly get back there, because more and more you're going to see as the new artists come into play, they're going to become more and more feminine. And of course, with the tide, or the way that the times are as of right now, you know, it doesn't appear to stop anytime soon. They're pushing it on our youth. They're telling them that it's popular to be gay. You know, basically everything that's right, they're basically, you know, telling them that that's wrong. And they're kind of putting it topsy-turvy to where everything that was once considered wrong is now almost embraced and considered right today in American popular culture. And this is detrimental to, or this could be very harmful rather, to the black youth, because we're already in a state to where we're really on life support. You know, we're killing each other at such a rapid rate. You know, none of our youth, none of our young boys are really making it to where they can grow into what they need to be, because, you know, they're either getting swept up by the streets, the penitentiary, they dying over senseless things. And so, you know, we just want to come together and kind of, if we can, positively affect the youth. And, you know, it's not looking good. You know, this is the gangster. This is the image that they are looking up to. You know, just an erratic, you know, male, you know, feminine in his actions. You know, it's not looking too good, but you can't deny that the boy makes some good music. You know, so that's another thing. But, you know, I just wanted to tap in, man, and to, see what y'all thought concerning this situation, man. Really just drop this right quick, you know, in the light of him, or in the midst of him going off on No Cap, man. If you are familiar with Youngboy, you know that's what he do. He just goes off, man, on people, you know. So, and we ain't gonna get into the No Cap situation on this, you know, pull up none of the, you know, the tweeting, the back and forth tweeting, yeah, going on with bro. You know, it just was what it was. But, you know, just wanted to drop this one off really quickly. Man, chime in, let me know what you guys are thinking concerning this situation. And of course, until next time, everybody, be blessed.